feeling better?
No, I'm not feeling better.
Why?
Why? You fucking call me now when you're supposed to call me in the last 2 fucking days. You've been going on fucking dates. Then at 10:30 at night, you tell me you're not going to be able to call because you're still on your fucking date? Are you fucking serious? You really think you're going to treat me like that?
Treat you like what? I was being nice.
I'm not going to be fucking treated like something that's just fucking trash to these fucking pieces of shit you're going on dates with down there. Fuck that.
What do you mean? What
I
do you even
deserve a lot
talking about?
fucking better than that.
We're not dating, Lorne. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't give a fuck.
What do you mean?
We were fucking together before. When you took me away from fucking Winnie.
Oh my
Did everything you
God.
could to take me away from Winnie, and you fucking did it.
I knew you were doing
Now
that.
you don't want
I
me.
knew
You got
it.
your fucking dates down there. You're fucking bye.
Lorne, come on.
What?
Lorne, come on. Let's both be
Come on,
adults
what?
here. Let's have you
Really?
be a normal person.
Really?
And actually be able to have a conversation instead of holding someone to some kind of a regard that they haven't even said that they wanted to be at. Come on, Lorne.
You fucking said it before.
Don't you
Then
think
all
that
of a
you're
sudden you
better
didn't
than
want
this?
me.
Don't you think that you're better
What?
than this?
Do I think I'm better than better for you? Yeah.
Don't you think that you're better than this behavior right now?
Love this.
You have to think that you're better
I'm
than
fucking
this.
telling you, I don't like being played with at all.
Who is playing
I don't like being
with
fucking
you?
played with at all.
Who is
For
playing
bullshit.
with you, Lorne? Who's playing with you?
You are.
When?
You
When
are.
did I play with you? The time when I
You've
said
been
we
fucking
weren't
playing.
together? When I said I wanted to be friends and I wanted to help you just like Emma does?
Yeah.
Was that playing with you?
Bullshit. Yeah, that was playing with me with fucking Winnie too, wasn't it?
What?
When
What
you
are you
took me away
talking
from
about?
fucking Winnie. Did everything you could to get me away from Winnie. Well, you fucking got me.
Oh, you want to go back to Winnie? Go and get her.
Then there's your
Go get
fucking
her.
buddy, fucking Angelo, the piece of shit of all pieces of shit, had to have fucking hanging around you. Now you got these other cocksuckers and fucking dating down there. Don't even give me a fucking chance. Throw me to the fucking curb last night.
Throwing you to the
Good fucking
curb,
job.
Lorne. I've told you, I don't even know how many times that I want to be friends with you, just like Emma is. Why can't I be like her?
Why? Because you're the one that fucking started it the other way.
Lorne, but I
fell for you, you didn't fucking fall for me. Well, fucking what? You're not going to play with me.
Well, here's the thing, Lorne.
I'm not obsessed with you like fucking Angela.
I told you that I wanted to be friends with you. I told you before that unfortunately I flirted with you and I shouldn't have done that. Because look what happened.
You flirted with me.
Look what happened.
Fucking full of shit. You did more than fucking flirt with me and you know it.
No, I didn't. I'm not even around
I'm not having any kind of fucking conversation with you about this because all you do is deny bullshit.
Deny what?
Bye.
What am I denying? Lorne, where are you going?
What?
Are you crying?
I'm fucking pissed.
Why?
You don't want to give me a fucking chance now that you already fucking stole me away from Winnie. You tell me you were just flirting. You're fucking full of shit and you know it.
But I told you that 500
You're fucking lying, so don't ever fucking say that you didn't lie.
And I apologized.
And you apologized for flirting with me.
And you
did more than fucking flirt with me and you know it.
What did I do besides that?
The whole fucking time you're in the hospital, it was all me.
Lorne.
You know it, so don't fucking deny it.
I was hurt and I was on a lot of medication. So no,
oh,
it
yeah,
wasn't
so
me.
take fucking drugs before you give me a chance?
Of course.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No.
No, you're not kidding me? Good. Then I'm not kidding about this. Bye.
Oh, no. Did you hang up on me again? I'm just going to have to call you back.
What?
It's really rude that you hang up on me like that. You shouldn't do that.
Yeah, well, it's really rude that you call me at 10:30 at night when you're still on your fucking date.
I didn't call you. I
that
texted
you fucking ditched me for.
That I was not going to be home on time, and I didn't want you waiting up.
Because you were still on your fucking date.
Lorne.
Fucked up date. You can't even call me and have fucking time with me on the fucking phone. But you can go on a fucking date every goddamn night of the fucking week.
I'm not on a date right now, and I'm calling you.
Oh, yeah. Gee, what a good time to call me when I'm all pissed off because of the bullshit you've already done.
Well, why don't you take the stick out of your ass and not be so angry?
Why would I not be angry?
Well, you shouldn't
After
be.
the way you made me fucking feel, and the way that you fucking wanted us to be together.
I didn't make
taking
you
me away from
feel
Winnie.
anything. I didn't make you feel anything, Lorne.
Oh, bullshit. You fucking felt shit for me, too. Otherwise, you never would have wanted to take me away from Winnie.
I didn't take you away from Winnie. You ditched her.
Yeah,
That's
you
your
did.
problem.
You did. You'll never leave her. You're devoted to her.
I don't sound like that, do I?
Don't think I remember a lot of the shit that was said, do you?
No.
Things that are important to me, I remember quite well.
But Lorne, as I said 1,000 times, and I really want to work this out.
I just want to be friends, and I want to date every guy down here.
Nope, I don't want to date every guy down here.
Oh, bullshit.
That's not true.
Bullshit. You don't give me a fucking chance at all, do you?
Lorne, you're up in Maine. You have a lot of shit going on, and I'm trying to help you out, like a friend should.
I'm up in Maine, and you can't fucking trot your ass up here. You can trot your ass all over the United States. You can't trot your ass up here.
I can trot my
because
ass
I'm not worth it to
wherever I want.
Because I'm not fucking worth it to you.
People just have to do things for you that I have to prove myself to you somehow. That's fucked up, dude.
Well, I'll do that. You fucking took me away from somebody that I fucking gave a shit about.
I didn't take you away.
Then
Obviously, you didn't give a shit.
Gave a shit about you.
Obviously, you didn't because you would have stayed with her. So why are you blaming that on me?
Because I wanted to give you a chance. I knew what Winnie was doing, and I knew she was having a hard time getting away from the drugs. Now I was tired of it.
Okay, but you're blaming me for taking her away from you, and that's not what I did.
But I wasn't going to leave her.
Obviously, it was your choice.
I wasn't. It was my choice.
Yeah.
To give you a chance or to stay with Winnie. I didn't do that. You did.
Well, it was obviously a mistake.
I don't know why.
I don't know why.
The other times you're on fucking dates are not mistakes.
Dude, you're fucking so stupid. Does that make any sense? Please tell me.
Yep,
I want you to explain that to me.
me.
How does that make sense? How?
How does it make sense? I'm on a date, so I can spend time with you. A date's more important.
Well, no, you said that every time I'm on a date, that's not a mistake.
It was last night and the night before.
Oh, that was a mistake. Okay. Like I said, you have to be better than this, right?
You want to see if I'm better than this or not? Give me a fucking chance.
You don't listen to anything that I say, obviously. All you try to do is find these little signs that I give a shit.
Why, you don't give a shit about me?
Lorne, I care about you as a person and as a friend. That's all that I know you as. That's all you should know me as. Like, what the hell, man?
Give me a chance. Like you're giving all these other fucking guys a chance.
Give you a chance for what?
To see what's between us, because there's obviously something between us, because we get along fucking awesome.
Oh, it sounds
some
like
fucked up reason I respond to you like I don't respond to anybody else.
Yeah, it really sounds like we get along really well.
No, well, we actually do.
Yeah, I know.
Except for right now, when you go on fucking dates and leave me fucking hanging.
I can go on dates. I can do whatever I want, Lorne. We're not dating.
Yeah,
do you understand?
Yeah, I understand, and you can be without me too.
Be without you what? I'm without you now. There is no being with you. There's none of that.
You can be without me in your life.
But why? Why does that have to be that way? Why can't I be
because
like
you're giving all these other fucking guys a chance and you're not giving me a chance.
Lorne, you're up in Maine. You have a bunch of shit going on. You have so much stuff on your plate. You need to figure it out. You need to figure it out.
I'm not worth trying to fucking go through this shit with.
As a friend, of course, and that's what I've been trying to do, Lorne. That's what I've been trying to do, and you will not let me do that. Every single day, this shit comes up for you. Every single time, I have to prove that you're some fucking special person. That I have to prove somehow that you're more important than my own life and the things that I want to do so that you feel better about yourself, and that's fucked up.
No, your life is very important.
I
These
know
fucking
it
dates
is.
are not important to me. They fucking suck to me.
I don't. Okay, fine. Then they suck to you. Fine. But what
Because they're
does that
not
have to do?
fucking fair chance for me.
Lorne, there is no chance. You are up in Maine and you have probation. You have your sex offender class. You have a bunch of stuff that you have to figure out.
I have to
There
figure out
is no
nothing.
chance.
And I thought you were the one person that could fucking handle that shit.
And do what? I
And be
can
there with
still
me.
help you. I can still help you deal with
You
it.
still help me while you're off fucking some other fucking guy? You think I'm gonna fucking be around you for that shit?
Lauren,
Are you
that
fucking kidding me?
friends typically don't care who the other one is fucking.
Yeah, well, obviously, you're more than a friend to me.
But I'm telling you that
And
it's
I
not
didn't
more than
fucking
a
do that.
friendship. Yes,
Well,
you did. You're doing it. Because I'm telling you, it's
you're the
not
one that
like
fucking
that.
brought it on.
No, I didn't, Lauren.
Yeah, you did.
Your behavior is what a psychopath does. You're a
Really?
stalker. Yeah, you're the
Well,
type of guy
really? Does
that
a
would track
psychopath do
someone
this?
down.
Go
Oh,
ahead
you're
and
going to
fuck
hang
your
up now?
guys.
You're going
Bye.
to hang up again, you little bitch?
What?
Okay, here's where you're going to be normal. And you're not going to hang up on me and play this little
Well,
game.
I'm gonna do what I want to
Okay?
do because you want to go off fucking other guys.
Go and do what you want to do, of course. I've never stopped you from doing anything. So what's really going on and why are you taking that out on me?
What's really going on is it's all about you.
It shouldn't be.
I was fucking fine until I found out you're on a fucking date, and that's a reason that you didn't fucking call me last night.
You've known that I've been going out on dates. You said that you didn't want to hear about them.
I didn't think that you were going on that many dates, and I didn't think that I was gonna get fucking pushed to the side because of some fucking cocksucker.
Well, he's not a cocksucker. That's number one. And then number two
he's not. So, how many fucking dates you been on with this guy?
It's none of your business. Obviously, you
Really?
can't handle any information.
Obviously, more than I want to hear, and
obviously,
more than you want to tell me.
Handle
so
anything. Are you going to hang up? Are you going to hang up? Are you
you're
going to hang up?
protecting him.
Are you going to hang up?
You're protecting him, saying he's not a cocksucker.
How is that protecting anybody?
You're sure fucking defending him awful lot.
God. Oh, I'm defending
He's not a cocksucker.
Oh my God, Lord.
He's not a cocksucker.
That's really funny.
What's so funny about it? Because you have to spend time in person with him?
Well, because
and you don't
said
with me?
that I'm defending him because I say he's not a cocksucker.
Yeah. How do you know he's not a cocksucker?
How is... Oh, God, Lauren. How does anyone
How do you know
that you're not?
Well, you know for a fact that I'm not. I'm homophobic.
No.
Kind of tells you that I'm not.
You could be.
About this guy, he's not a cocksucker. You don't fucking know, do you?
Who cares?
I care if I'm going on a fucking date with him. And that's not the kind of person that I wanted.
Oh my God. You're so silly.
What's so silly about it? Do I have feelings for you?
Because you're
And
saying
I'm pissed
funny
because you
stuff.
fucking dumped me because you're on a fucking date with this fucking cocksucker?
I didn't dump you. How was I able to dump you? If somebody's not with you, they can't dump you, right?
You fucking ditched me because you're on a date with this cocksucker.
I didn't ditch anybody.
2 nights in a row you fucking ditched me.
I was being quite nice by telling you that I wasn't going to be home. I didn't give you any details at all because you have said that you didn't want them. So I didn't give them. I wasn't going to be home.
When he gave them to me.
I didn't want you to be sitting there like some loser waiting for me to call. So I decided to text you and said I wasn't going to be around in time.
Yeah, because you were out on a fucking date with a cocksucker.
And I was, oh yeah, exactly. I was out on a date with a cocksucker.
With a duke.
With a duke?
That's what Winnie said. With a duke. Not a prince, but a duke.
Okay.
In your pizza bikini, making a cock and balls out of fucking meatballs and spaghetti.
Was she watching me again? Oh my God.
Did you show your cocksucker date what you were making with him? Or did he start drooling when you made the dick out of spaghetti?
No, he laughed at it.
You laughed at it. You say, yeah, I stuck something that looked like that last night is what he's thinking. Did you make it curved?
No.
Oh, you made it straight?
Yeah, I mean, it's straight.
Well, was his straight?
It's none of your business. What the fuck
Oh,
are
so
you
you know
asking me,
already.
weird ass? What the fuck, Lorne?
So you know?
The fuck? You fucking
You know?
pervert. I'm not telling you
You
anything.
know his is straight? How many dates been on with him?
It's none of your business.
Oh, good.
You are neither my boyfriend nor my father. So you can go fuck off.
Well.
Yeah, well,
whatever.
You gonna hang up on me?
I don't fucking care.
You gonna hang up? You gonna hang up?
I don't fucking care. You're the one that fucking
That's what I wanted
did all
you
this
to
shit.
say. I don't care. I wanted you to say I don't care so we can move on and actually have an adult conversation.
Yeah. Well, you know I do fucking care.
That is the problem.
I'm pissed because you don't want to give me a fucking chance because I'm up in Maine. You don't want to trust your little fucking ass up here to see
offender. Me. You're on probation.
You don't. I'm a so what? I'm on the fucking registry. Who gives a fuck?
You're an alcoholic. You're an abusive motherfucker. You don't know how to treat people.
Unbelievable.
I've spent my time trying to help you, trying to explain shit to you.
Unfucking-believable.
And this is what you do. Unfucking believable. You took me away from Winnie.
Unfucking believable.
Unfucking believable. What are you doing? Looking in the mirror again? Can't believe it.
Can't believe what? That I'm good looking? Oh, you don't think I'm good looking?
No.
Guess not, because your ass down there going out with cocksuckers.
Right.
Making talks on your plate.
Yeah.
Seeing what they think of them.
Yeah, I know. You know everything.
You just fucking told me that.
You told me that.
That's what Winnie told me.
Oh, okay.
Then you say, oh, she was watching. She was watching me again.
What else does Winnie tell you?
Then you fucking told me that your fucking date thought it was too ugly. It's like what the fuck?
I know.
Me personally, my opinion of it would be I'd rather not fucking see it.
Right.
Whatever.
Okay, Lauren, now that we got that out of the way, are you going to tell me what's really bothering you?
Yeah. I already fucking told you.
Well, what is it really? Because it can't be that I took you away from
All right, Debbie.
Winnie. It can't be.
I love you. That's what the fucking problem is. I love you, and I want a fucking chance. And you're not giving it to me because you're out dating fucking guys down there. And you won't come up and see me, but you'll fly clear across the fucking country to support your friend in a fucking band or whatever. You'll fly all over fucking hell, but you won't come up and see me. You won't even send me a fucking picture.
Yeah, I know, because look at what you do. Look at what you do.
Do you really think I'm going to fucking come try to find you?
I know you can't, because that would be illegal.
I wouldn't anyway.
But look at what you do. You're completely insane.
I'm completely insane?
Yes.
I write you fucking poems. I sing to you.
Yeah,
I give you attention that you fucking deserve.
That's all lovely,
and I'm completely insane because of that?
Yeah, because look at what you're doing now. Look at what you're doing now.
Because you're fucking not giving me a fucking chance that I deserve.
You don't deserve anything, by the way. And you can't force someone to give you a chance. Why do you deserve a chance? Why?
Because I deserve for you to get to know the real me.
I'm getting to know the real you, Lorne. What the hell? I have spent my time explaining things to you, working things out with you, and it all goes right into the toilet. You don't hear anything that I have to say because it comes right back down to this. You knew that I wanted to be friends with you. You knew that we did not have a relationship. I had apologized to you up and down about flirting with you at the beginning. I shouldn't have done it because you took it way over the line. I did not know that was going to happen. If I could go back, it never would have happened because I want to be friends with you. I don't want to mess with your head. I don't want to troll you in some way. I just want to be a good person who's trying to help you. That's it. Every single time, it's like we go through this cycle. Everything is fine. You understand. And then all of a sudden, something sets you off and you start screaming again. You start rehashing everything from all the way back at the beginning. If you care so much about Winnie, go and get her. Tell her how you feel. Tell her that you love her. She loves you too.
Ain't that funny how you fucking say this now after I get feelings for you, but you fucking didn't say it then?
Say what? That I wanted to be friends with you? I told you.
What?
Lorne, I don't want you to be sad.
Debbie, you've done enough fucking damage. Go on your fucking dates and fuck whatever fucking cocksucker you want down there, all
What
right?
are you talking about? Don't hang up on me. That is so rude.
What?
You're going to start to hurt my feelings if you keep hanging up on me like that.
You already hurt mine. You don't give a fuck about me.
Of course
I don't know
I
what
do.
the fuck you
Otherwise,
even had anything to do with me for.
I wouldn't be talking to you right now if I didn't care. Of course I do.
Yeah, well, you fucking cared in the beginning, too, remember?
Lorne, I really don't want to have to repeat myself 500 times.
Yeah, well, I don't want you to repeat yourself either, so I'm just fucking ending it.
Why? Why can't we be friends? Why?
Why? Because you fucking done enough fucking damage.
But I'm not trying to do damage. That's the thing. You're taking it to that
well,
level.
you've done it.
Why?
You've done it. Why don't you see that you fucking done damage? Go fuck your fucking cocksuckers down there.
Why?
Leave me the fuck alone.
Go fuck your cocksuckers, you little bitch.
What?
Lorne, come on, man.
Debbie, I don't think one bit of anything that you fucking done to me is fucking funny at all.
I'm not laughing. I haven't ever laughed at any moment of me speaking to you.
Yeah.
What am I going to laugh about? We talked about some really serious stuff.
Yeah, well, I'm quite sure you were laughing last night on your fucking date while you were texting me. I'm not going to be home on time.
Why would you think I'd be laughing?
Talk to Emma or Winnie.
Why would I be laughing at that moment?
God fucking knows, but you're sure happy being on your fucking date. So good for you and your fucking date.
Lorne, but why would I be laughing? I was being nice, and I was telling you that I wasn't going to be able to call you. It was going to be too late.
Debbie, you don't want to give me a fucking chance? There's no need for me to keep you fucking hanging on, because all you've done is damage.
I thought that you were getting to be a better person. Is that not true?
Well, I was a good person to begin with. I just had some issues.
Why can't you?
I am a better person, but you don't want to fucking see any kind of person that I am. All you want to do is date them motherfuckers down there and not give me a chance.
No, that's not all I want to do.
What,
I want to go to the beach.
What reason do I have to fucking hang on?
It's not the only thing that I do.
Yeah, well, you certainly won't come up here to fucking see me, would you?
Well, Lauren, think about what would happen if I did.
What would happen?
You would go crazy.
What do you mean I would go crazy?
You would go crazy, Lorne. You would be so in love. You would.
Oh, my God.
You
don't really think you're the first beautiful woman that I've fucking dated, do you?
Oh. Well, number one, we're not dating. But, I mean, truthfully, you have never had a girlfriend. So let's stop kidding ourselves right there.
Right. I've had a lot of one-night stands.
Yeah,
you
you're
don't
a
think
one-night
that you're the first beautiful woman that's ever been in my life, do you?
Well, yeah. I mean, a one-night stand is someone who couldn't find anyone else.
Yeah, well, one-night stands, I wanted more than one-night stands, but that wasn't their problem. That was my problem. I didn't want any more than one-night stands back then. That was my problem.
Okay.
It wasn't them, because they wanted more than a one-night stand.
I bet they were knocking at your door. Did they act like you are right now?
Sorry, I had to roll down the window. Had to get a Hornet out of my fucking truck.
Oh my God.
He's outside now.
Okay, good.
Anyway.
I think really, if I came up there to see you, it would just escalate things. And that's not what I'm trying to do.
You'd actually be able to fucking get to see me in person and start getting to know me in person?
You can't even, right now, with us not being in person, you can't even be friends.
Because I know you're not giving me the fucking chance that I deserve.
Why do you think you deserve something?
Because I do deserve a chance.
Why?
Why? Because you're the one that fucking took me away from winning.
I didn't take you away. You left.
Yeah, you did.
How? Did I drag you away? Did I change her number so that you couldn't get in contact? Did I tell her lies about you? Nothing.
You'll never leave her. You're too devoted to her.
Okay, so how is that making you leave? You wanted to leave.
Skipping around the hospital when you finally do get me away from her.
Okay, but why do you think I'd be doing that? Do you know that had something to do with you? Or do you think maybe I was doing that for some other reason?
Winnie knew something that it had to do with that. She wasn't stupid.
You know, you pick and choose what you want to be the truth.
Winnie has already said it.
Who knows? Winnie's fucked up and she says crazy things, and then, oh, that sounds good to me, so I'm going to believe that to be the truth.
She's not stupid.
I never said that she was stupid. Never did. If you love her, then go back to her.
Yeah, well, I love you too. So now she's married and she has will. Something I never knew before.
Yeah, but...
So the kind of woman that I'm looking for is you. Someone that's honest and that I can trust.
Well, I am being honest with you, and you don't want to hear it.
I don't want to hear it because you're the one that fucking took me away from Winnie and never gave me an honest chance.
I didn't take you away from Winnie. Why me? Why not go after Emma? She's known you for a really long time. She knows you better than anyone.
She's not the same type of person that I'm looking for.
Why?
Because she's not the type of person I'm interested in.
Why?
Because she's not the same type of person that I am.
Oh, you're saying that I'm like you?
You're honest, even though I know I've been dishonest. I used to be just as honest as you. I just needed to get it back. I needed to get away from certain people. I needed to get away from certain people and away from certain things.
Right.
And I'm getting my old self back, and I like it.
Fantastic. I'm glad that you're happy. But Emma's an honest person too.
Emma's not completely honest.
Well, neither are you. Yeah. So you know what? You can't throw stones at her and make it like, oh yeah, I can't be with Emma. She's not the type of person that I am. Walk around with your nose up in the air.
Really? What are you doing?
What? What am I doing?
What are you doing?
What?
Yeah. Walking around with your nose up in the fucking air like I'm not good enough for you.
Well, you're not. We both know that.
Oh, we do? Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Really?
Roar. Yes.
Well, I say different.
Okay.
You don't want to find out, that's going to be your problem. Bye.
No, don't hang up. Lorne, please. Come back.
What?
What?
What? See, you can't tell me you're not fucking attracted to me because it's even in your voice that you're attracted to me.
It is. How? What do I
can
sound
tell
like?
It's in your voice. I'm not the only one that can tell it that it's in your voice.
What do I sound like?
Why? Job.
Okay.
Didn't think I realized it before, did you? I heard you doing it.
What? Because I say job? Yeah, I'm mocking you.
Yeah, you're mocking me.
Yeah.
All these little things that I do that you really think are cute, but you tell me just the opposite.
It's funny. You say funny shit, and you say it in a funny way.
I know. But all these little things that you say that are bad things about me, and they're just the opposite. You think just the opposite way.
Okay, well, go ahead and think that.
All right. Like I'm a bad singer. You said that before when I was with Winnie.
Well, yeah, you are a bad singer, Lorne. You don't do anything to improve yourself. Have you quit smoking? No.
That's why you enjoy my singing, right?
It's funny. First of all, Lorne, you call up,
funny.
And one of the first things you say is, I don't know all the words, but I'm going to sing it anyway. And then you
because the fucking 1980s songs that I can't remember all the words to.
You scream the songs at the top of your lungs. Half the time,
I do. I put everything
is
into
bad, and there's static on the radio. It's funny.
Oh, so there's none of the songs that I sang to you that you like my singing on then. All right.
Well, no, you're not my type of singer.
All right. Seems like I'm not your type of everything.
Yeah, you're my type of friend.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Why whatever? Why don't you want to accept that? You accept it from everyone else.
Because you always tell me one thing and it's always another fucking thing.
What do you mean? Like what?
Like everything, Debbie. I'm not doing this.
What?
I'm not fucking playing a game. I'm not playing a game.
Lorne, I'm not playing a game. I'm probably the only honest person in your life.
Yeah, well, you haven't been completely honest either.
Yes,
Go fuck your guys. Go fuck your guys.
Okay, how many can I have at one time? Oh, damn it. Now I'm never going to know.
What?
Okay, well, the what is starting to be not as rude.
What do you want?
I want to be
You don't want me. You don't want me. You don't want to give me a fucking chance like I deserve. It's fucking tired of stupid bullshit. So
but I'm not feeding you. I'm not feeding you bullshit.
Yeah, well, you don't feed me bullshit. You certainly did before, and you know it. I'm fucking tired of shit like that.
Oh my God, Lorne. When are we gonna get past this? That's what I want to know.
When I get a fair chance.
Well, when you get off probation and you get through your class and you have plastic surgery, then maybe we can talk.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't need it. I know for a goddamn fact I don't need plastic surgery.
Well, you can't afford it, but you definitely need it though. Like your ears are
No.
mismatched, your teeth are backwards, weirdly spaced out. Your nose is bulbous and humongous. The back of your head is flat. You have a very odd profile.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do. It's okay
No, I
though.
don't.
It's okay. There's going to be someone who's not going to care.
Debbie?
What?
I'm not going to listen to your bullshit.
Yes, you are.
What?
Hello.
What?
What?
What do you want?
I don't want you to be mad at me. It makes me sad.
Well, maybe you should have thought about that a long time ago.
I probably should have, but I didn't.
No, because it wasn't important then. You were just interested in me a long time ago.
No, I wasn't.
No, you weren't. Of course you weren't.
Yeah, no, I wasn't.
Of course you weren't.
Right.
Yeah, of course you weren't.
Yeah.
Of course you weren't.
Right.
Yeah, you didn't come 3 times in the fucking hospital while making me stay on the phone and have phone sex with you. And
Right, I didn't.
On the patio.
Right, I didn't. Right, I didn't.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah,
I
right.
didn't.
You're
You
full of shit
fucking
too.
freak.
What do you want?
What's the matter, Lorne? Can't take it?
Can't take what?
Huh? You
Tired of listening to your fucking bullshit.
I'm tired of listening to your bullshit. I actually want you to act like a human for once. Do you want to try?
Yeah, well, I want you to act like a human for once too, and you don't.
I have been.
No, you haven't.
Who holds on to something when someone's in the hospital and they think something happened when they're heavily medicated, practically in a coma, and you take that and you're like, oh, she loves me, and I'm going to sit here on the phone while maybe she's going in pain or whatever. I'm going to sit there and jerk off to it like a fucking disgusting freak.
You didn't want anybody else.
I didn't want anybody else.
You didn't want anybody else around.
I don't know what you're talking about because
of course you
it's
don't.
almost as if I wasn't even there, idiot.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know. Well, you obviously don't.
I didn't know anything with your fucking pathetic friend either, did I?
You don't want people to take things that you say when you're drunk. Seriously. But I can't be in the hospital for weeks and be really sick and on a lot of medication. You're going to take that and you're going to hold it as the truth.
Hold it as the truth because you're the one that made me and you be together.
Because that's all you have.
Before you ended up in the hospital.
Because your mind is fucking twisted and mush.
Before you ended up in the hospital. You're the one that put me and you together.
No, I didn't. You act like
you
just
did.
Sat back and
you fucking did.
You up
Stop your fucking lying, Debbie.
Me, and then Winnie, I pushed her aside. You act like that actually happened.
You're
the one.
You're fucking lying again.
You're the one who did it. Again.
This is what I'm saying.
Lorne,
I'm tired of your fucking lies.
Again. You gonna hang up?
Tired of your fucking lies.
You gonna hang up? Liar, liar, liar. Anyways.
So how did there wind up being so many things wrong with the way I look?
What do you mean? How did it happen?
When you are the only woman that I've ever had point out anything wrong with my looks.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
You cannot. Okay. I think that Winnie may have made a list once.
Oh, Winnie makes a list of everything with everybody. No, I don't want you to call her.
Why?
No, I don't. Because last I knew she was on the phone with your mother.
Okay.
And I don't want you. If I'm going to talk to you, I'm going to talk to you right now. I don't want a three-way conversation.
Well, if you're going to talk to me, then talk to me and don't hang up like a little fucking bitch.
Well, start trying to give me an honest chance.
At what?
Getting to know me and giving me a chance to fucking
I am getting to know you. And I don't want to date you. What the fuck, Lorne?
All right. Well, I don't see that we need to fucking go any further then.
Why?
What?
Why would you think that we're together?
We were together before, and I never got a fair chance with you. And I'm pissed off about it. If you don't want to give me a fair chance, you just want to date every fucking guy down in Florida that you can. So go ahead and do it. I'm out of the way. You don't have anything to worry about with me.
Well, you're not in the way. I'm friends with you. Yeah.
I know I'm not in the way.
Right. So
you don't want me in the way. Every fucking time you turn around, you say, well, we're not together and you're not giving me a chance. So I don't see any reason for us going any further.
I wouldn't have to say any of that if you didn't have to go back there every time.
Well, you tell me you're not going to give me a chance. I don't see any reason for us to go any further.
But you don't expect that type of stuff from Winnie now. I think she's your friend, isn't she?
Yep.
Okay. And Emma's your friend.
Yep.
Okay. So why can't I be your friend?
Emma was married when me and Emma met.
Okay, fine.
And I don't date married women. I didn't know Winnie wasn't married.
Are you telling me that you didn't
if I knew that Winnie was married, I never would have dated Winnie.
Okay, but you did.
But I did.
Right.
And then you happened, and you got me away from Winnie.
I didn't get you away from anyone. Why is it that you're the only person who has no free will? Why?
Are you fucking kidding me?
I think
why would you fucking deny that shit?
I don't think that you really wanted to be with Winnie anymore. I think you were sick of her. I think she was driving you insane.
I was sick of her bullshit.
Right.
I was sick of her bullshit.
Yes, exactly. And that's why you wanted to go.
But you're the one that got me away from her.
I didn't get you away from anything, Lorne.
Still fucking deny it. Unfucking believable.
Oh my God. It really is unfucking believable, isn't it?
It is.
I wish you could hear yourself.
I wish you could hear yourself.
I can.
Yeah, you can, and you don't seem to fucking understand how much you're fucking lying about shit.
But when am I lying? I'm being truthful with you.
No, you're not being truthful.
I have, and you're denying it. When I say that there was flirting at the beginning that got out of hand, I've never, ever
got out of hand my
before.
ass.
I've never, I'm telling you, why are you telling me that what I'm saying isn't true?
Mm-hmm.
You're picking
you did the whole
and
fucking
choosing
shit on
what
purpose.
you want to be true.
You knew what you were doing.
And choosing.
Like last night? You knew what you were doing.
About last
you knew what
night?
Fucking time it was. You knew you said you were going to call me last night. You were on your fucking date.
Lauren,
your date wound up being more important than me. Just like the night before.
My life is more important than you, Lauren. I can do whatever I want with it.
Yeah,
you are not more important than the things that I want to do.
Go get your dates. Go get your dates and have your fuck time with them. You don't want to give me a chance and no need for us to go any further.
Dude, you're so fucking stupid. You are one massive pile. Oh, God.
What?
It's not fuck time yet, so I want to talk to you.
No, like, why? You don't have your date and hadn't showed up yet?
No, I'm not going out tonight.
No, just last night. So you had your fuck time last night.
I went out last night.
So you had your fuck time last night.
It's none of your business what I did.
Yeah, well, give him a fucking call. Go fuck him again for all I care.
No, you do care. You're probably going to cry about it. So instead of that, why don't we just stay on the phone and we can work this out?
What's it to work out, Debbie? You don't want to give me a fucking chance. I ain't going to fucking cry and fucking whimper over you.
I don't want you to.
After the fucking damage you fucking done.
I don't want you to cry.
Go get your fucking date.
I want you to be a man and hang up the phone like a baby.
What?
Why do you keep answering if you don't want to talk to me?
Why do you keep calling if you want to go fuck somebody else?
I told you that I'm not going out.
It was just last night.
I went out last night, yes. What's the big deal?
Whatever. You want to give every guy down there a fucking chance? Don't want to give me a chance.
I don't give every guy down here a chance.
Well, you don't give me a chance either, so that's my problem.
That is your problem, because you sound crazy.
I'm not crazy at all.
No, you really are, though. Because I'm explaining stuff to you, and I'm actually trying to be a nice person to you, and you can't have that.
And I'm explaining stuff to you, too.
You just want someone to be on the phone and be like, I love you, Lauren. You could be like, I love you, baby. And all of that stuff, that's exactly what you want. You just want to be on the phone with someone all the time. That's why you loved talking to Winnie all the time.
I want you in person, but you don't want to fucking be in person.
Right, I don't.
You want to hide yourself.
No, I don't want to hide myself. I don't have to. But the point is...
You don't even send me a fucking picture of you. So don't tell me you don't want to fucking hide yourself.
But look what you've done without seeing a picture. Look what you've done without meeting face to face.
You know goddamn well I'm not going to fucking hunt you down and try to find you.
No, I know that you're not going to. You don't have the resources to do that, and you can't travel.
And I wouldn't do it anyway.
I'm not afraid. I don't
I wouldn't do it
fear.
anyway. That's the
I'm
fucking point.
doing it so that this doesn't go further to where
You know,
you are going to be like, oh, you showed me a picture, so therefore you must like me. You must think I'm special. I don't want to go
I'm doing this
there.
I'm doing this so it doesn't go further either, because you've done enough fucking damage. You don't want me. You want every fucking guy down there. You can go on a fucking date with,
Again,
whatever.
I don't. I mean, seriously, why do we have to keep going through this? Why?
Because you don't want to give me a fucking chance. I'm not hanging around.
You actually don't want to be my friend?
No,
Is that what
you're
you're
the one
saying?
that did all the fucking damage.
You don't want me to help you the way that I've helped you all of this time?
You're the one that did all the fucking damage, Debbie.
But why? Why can't we
Don't
be
keep fucking
friends?
denying bullshit.
Why can't we be friends, Lorne? Why?
Why would I want to be? When you tell me that you don't fucking, that you get me away from fucking Winnie, then all of a sudden you tell me you don't want anything to do with me? Fuck you. I'm worth a lot fucking more than that.
Then prove it.
Prove it. To you,
Yeah.
why? You don't fucking want me anyway, remember?
Right, I don't. But that doesn't mean
All right,
there's not
goodbye.
some drunk hillbilly loser that has no teeth that want you.
Hello.
Hello, everyone.
What?
Why are you being such a douche?
Because you're being a bitch to me.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
I'm being nice to you.
No, you're not.
Have you ever had anyone who actually fought to be your friend? Who argued with you to be your friend? Anyone?
I deserve a fucking chance, and I'm pissed off at you about saying, you wouldn't give me a chance.
They'd be pissed off at me. That's fine.
Doesn't mean I have to have you in my life either, because that makes it worse. Because then I
Why
have to
does it
fucking
make it
talk to you
worse?
and know.
Because I would feel
Because
more comfortable talking to you if I didn't have to feel like I had to walk on eggshells and be careful what I say, because you're going to pick out every little thing, be like, oh, you're going on a date, aren't you? And then you get all mad, then I get nasty text messages and voicemails. I don't need to go through any of that.
Yeah, well, you think I need to fucking know that you're going on a date and fucking meet somebody and you go fucking them? Well, here I am fucking still loving you. I don't fucking need that shit. And you don't want to give me a chance? And I know goddamn well I'm not fucking ugly. I don't give a fuck what you say about that.
Okay,
You're fucking
fine.
blind to that. That's your own fucking problem.
Okay, fine.
It's not mine, but
Good.
I don't have to fucking stand around and stick around for somebody that thinks I am ugly.
Well, I'm sure there's a lot of people that think you're ugly, and you have to stand around them. So you can be on the phone with me.
I can fucking pick other shit on people too. Other people too.
Like what?
I haven't met any one fucking person in the world that's been perfect.
No, there's nobody.
Yeah, that
perfect.
includes you. That includes you.
Yeah, so.
The only one I've ever met close to has been Mom.
And Mom. I knew that was coming.
You're fucking right. I love my mother. She's
I know
awesome.
you do. You spend so much time with her. I know.
She doesn't fucking judge people off of looks.
You spend so much
actually-
time with her,
she
Lauren.
actually
It's
gets-
really nice
she
how
actually
you
gets-
go over her house every day, make sure she's good.
I spend a lot of time with my mom.
Yeah, you never spend time over here. That's what she said.
Well, no, because I see her all the time.
She wouldn't have said that.
I don't need to be over her else to see her.
Well, where are you going to see her?
I see her in other places.
Like what? The fair?
That's not the fucking point.
Okay. Anyway. I thought you were going to
God.
stop smoking.
I am. It's not so easy to stop smoking.
I thought you were going to do that for Winnie so that you could give her a kidney. Now she has to keep moving that magnet. Have you told her?
I am trying to stop. It's not easy to stop.
But you're not stopping. So have you told her not to be counting
I'm not stopping, but I've cut back. I've cut back.
Right.
I'm gonna tell her that we're gonna move the day back. She knows. She understands already that it's hard to quit.
Oh, she knows that she's going to have to move the date again? Because she was really happy the last time that you said, this is the date. This is when I'm doing it.
Well,
You can
I
go
know.
a year from now.
I know, but I got things in my life that are a little stressful, and
Yeah, she does too.
but I've
Her
cut back.
kidney is not going to hang on forever.
I know. Well, you're healthy. Why don't you give her one of yours? You're a sister.
I can't,
Why can't you?
because her body will reject mine.
How do you know that?
Because I've already been tested. You don't think
So
that
what
I
about
would
your
get
brother?
tested for my sister? We've all been tested.
What about your brother?
Who the hell knows what planet Winnie came from? None of us are matches. Of course we did that, Lorne.
Well, you never told me that before that you did it.
Okay, well, I'm telling you now. The fact is, she would be so incredibly happy if she could have yours.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
She's thrilled about the idea of having part of me and her.
Yeah, it's never going to happen, though, because you can't just stop smoking.
Well, you can't just stop. It's hard to just stop. That's why they invented things to try to get to help people stop.
Then you shouldn't have told her that you were stopping and that that was the date.
Well, they've been moved back a bit, but I'm trying very hard. I've gotten to cut down.
It. Sounds like it.
I've cut down. I've cut down, so I am getting there.
I'm just saying that you've told her that you're quitting. You've made that promise a million times, and you can't stick to it. So just don't bother making it.
I am quitting.
Okay.
I'm trying very hard.
I know.
I know.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Sounds like you're trying to back off on going on with dates, too.
Why would I have to?
You don't. We're fucking any guy down there you want.
Right, I can, because I'm an adult woman.
Yeah, you already did.
Yeah. And you can fuck whatever guy you want, too.
You'll never find me fucking a guy, unlike the date that you had last night.
Oh, that silly, silly brain of yours.
Well, tell me why it is you judge people off of looks all the time.
I don't do it all the time.
Really?
Yeah.
It seems awful funny that you're constantly saying something to me about looks.
Well, yeah, I'm saying it to you, but I don't say that to anyone else. I wouldn't want to hurt their feelings.
Okay, so what about that girl that had Winnie's phone when she invited you to go swimming?
Oh, yeah, Linda. That was different.
Why was that different?
Because
why was that different?
She has meowy eyes, and there was some stuff coming out of it. It's like
I understand that it was gross.
It was like yellow matter custard dripping out of a dead dog's eye.
I understand that it was gross. And I was on the phone with her when you came up. I was on the phone with her when you came up because she was all excited about you coming over. And she didn't even realize the stuff was coming out of her eyes.
I'm sure she does.
I think that was the last time I talked to her because that was when you and I first started out.
Oh. Anyway.
It upset me a little bit because of what she said that she was going through with her roommates, that her roommates were picking on her.
Well, why did you stop talking to her if you felt so bad for her?
She didn't have the phone anymore.
Oh. But you still would have?
I still would have talked to her. But then she also started coming on, too. And I was no.
Oh, yeah, you like it, though. You may pretend like you don't at the very beginning, but then you give in, just like with Rhoda.
No, I didn't. No, I wasn't going to give in. That's the reason I stopped talking to her.
I wasn't going to.
What is your hang-up with wasn't and weren't?
Because you don't use them properly.
So what?
So what? You sound like a fucking moron.
Maybe I like using them like that. It might not be the correct way to say it, but who in the fucking United States actually does say anything correctly? Nobody.
I have never heard anyone say weren't in the wrong way like you do.
Well, that's the only thing I say in the wrong way.
Really?
What else do I say in the wrong way?
There's a ton of stuff. I can start making a list. But you don't want to be friends with me, so I'm sure that this is the last conversation we'll ever have.
Well, you don't want to give me a chance. You just want to give
I don't want to date you.
Yeah, you wanted to before, but now you don't. You just want to give other guy a chance.
Well, every other guy knows how to say weren't and wasn't properly. So.
Well, every other guy likes cock and pussy too.
They do?
Yeah, like your date last night.
You seem to be talking about yourself.
No, I wasn't your date last night.
No, but you were talking about yourself,
that you were supposed to be spending time with the last couple of nights.
Oh my God, were you talking about yourself?
I'm not into cock.
Yeah.
Sorry to disappoint you.
No, you are though. You must be.
Sorry to disappoint you on that.
You're obsessed with it.
No.
Yeah.
Not even a little bit.
A lot of it.
No. That's not the correct way to say that.
What?
A lot of it. There's no such thing as a lot of it. Not the correct way to say that.
Oh, okay. But I was saying that as being sarcastic. You say weren't and wasn't in the wrong way because you don't know how to say it in the right way.
Well, maybe I just don't put much thought into it just because I know what I'm saying.
Well, no, you don't know what you're saying. That's the point.
Well, I weren't concentrating on it.
I weren't concentrating on it. Exactly.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't concentrating on it. I'm supposed
Yeah.
to say it backwards. I don't want to disappoint you on that.
Anyway, can we be friends?
You gonna give me a chance?
At what? Being your friend? Of course.
A chance at us actually dating at some point.
No, I can't say that now.
I can't say that we're gonna be friends either.
Okay. That's really too bad because that's
Well, it's
what
really
we could
too
be
bad
right
you
now. And you don't want to do that.
We could date sometime too, and you don't want to give that a chance.
No, because I don't know you in that way.
Well, you're getting to know me in that way. You're getting to know me, but you're telling me out straight that you don't want to date me ever.
I'm telling you out straight that I don't want to date you.
Tell you what, can you hear me?
Yes.
All right, we might get chopped up a bit because I'm next to a river.
Okay. I hope you don't
Might
fall
even be
in.
one point where, no.
Oh, you
Might
heard
be
that.
one point about, yeah, I heard that. You hope I don't fall in.
Right.
That tells me you must care about me because you don't want to see me die.
I must.
So there's a start.
I always said that I cared about you as a person, Lorne. Like,
I know you don't care anything about me as a date.
no, because we're not dating. I'm gonna start taking a tally of how many times I have to say no, we're not dating, and read off the number.
I've got to understand this.
Okay.
How is it that you was ever gonna marry Gigi, but you don't want to give me a chance to date?
I had a relationship with Gigi. I don't have one with you. I want to be friends with you.
You keep pointing that out.
Right. And you keep pointing out that, well, you won't give me a chance, and you did before. All kinds of stuff.
I know, because it's upsetting to me.
Well, don't let it be upsetting to you.
I really have feelings for you, and I've never believed in somebody like I believe in you.
What does that mean,
that really
believe in?
It means I really believe in you as a person, that you don't play with people.
I'm not.
And that's why I'm so pissed off.
Okay, then be pissed off. That's fine. But you have to understand that the direction that you're coming from is all based on this emotion that you're having. It's not based on anything that I've done. You're just mad.
Yeah, I'm mad because of what you've done.
Tell you the truth? You just said that you believed in me, and that meant that I'm honest. But yet, that's not what you want.
Tell me the truth, but then you turn around and you deny things. And it's like, why the fuck would you deny it?
No, I'm telling you the way that things were. I'm actually being honest. You don't want to hear it.
I don't want to hear that there's never going to be a chance for us to see what's actually there.
Well, I don't want you to hold on to this idea and make it your truth because it hasn't happened.
No, it hasn't. I want to know that there is a chance that it will happen. I don't know that.
I don't know that.
That's what I wanted you to hear you say.
Okay, but you're acting I'm supposed to act.
But I didn't want you to come out and say. I didn't want you to come out and say that there's no chance.
Lorne, have you ever seen Dumb and Dumber?
Yeah, I have.
Okay. Do you remember at one point Lloyd is talking to
I know. So you think there's a chance?
Right. That's exactly who you are. You are that guy.
No, I am not that guy.
Yes.
This guy actually gives a fuck about you.
Well, I think
this guy has every reason to give a fuck about you. This guy has every reason to give a fuck about you. It's not your looks that he gives a fuck about. He's not basing anything that he gives a fuck about you on your looks.
Well, who said that anyone was?
So you seem to be big on that. I think that everybody is going to judge somebody off their looks. So I weren't raised that way. I give a fuck about the person.
Right.
They can be the best looking fucking person in the world, but if they're a shitty person on the inside, who the fuck wants to be with them?
Mm-hmm. Right.
I never knew exactly what you look. All I was doing was going by what Emma and Dan told me, and Winnie told me, and you told me.
Right.
Well, Emma and Winnie told me that Winnie looked like fucking Casey Morrow. She don't look like Casey Morrow. Where the fuck did they ever get that?
I have no idea.
So why should I believe you look like fucking Malibu Barbie?
I don't care.
I never went off your looks.
Right, because you don't know what I look like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Other than the picture that your brother had on there.
Right.
So yeah, if that's really you on there, then yeah, I do know what you look like now.
Okay.
It still fucking throws me for a loop why you wouldn't want to send me a picture if I already know what you look like.
Because you go crazy over things. Look
I
at what
don't
happened.
get crazy over things.
Are you kidding? This whole conversation has been crazy. The million times that you've hung up on me this whole time has been crazy. And I don't want you jerking off to it. That would be disgusting.
Oh, you give me a fucking break.
You
I
probably
don't use
jizzed all
pictures
over the
when I
postcard
jerk
I
off
sent you.
anyway. I don't use what?
You probably jizzed
What'd you
all over
just
the
say?
postcard that I sent you.
Oh my god, are you serious?
It's stuck to
You
your
probably are
nightstand.
serious. I don't know why I'm asking that. You probably are serious.
Yeah, I know.
Jeez. I have never jerked off to a picture in a magazine or anything else. I have a very good imagination.
Right. So you remember the picture in your brain, and then that's
picture
what
of
you
what?
do. Of whatever.
Oh, of the one. No, I create my own image in my fucking brain. And why do I need to tell you that?
Like.
What do you do?
It's none of your business. That's disgusting.
No. I'm telling you my business. You tell me your business.
No.
Why? Scared?
Yeah, I'm scared. Yeah.
Yeah. Because you don't want to be honest with me on that one. Because you obviously didn't hear anything that I just asked you.
No, I didn't.
Okay, so why are you so private with me when I'm so open with you?
Because you take things to the next level. I'm pretty open with my friends to a certain degree. I'm also very, very private. That's the way that I've always been. You, Winnie, fucking Emma, if she's monitoring my Facebook, tells you everything. Anyway, you guys talk about me all the time.
I don't tell them to tell me.
And then you take that as your truth and you throw it in my face, and I get a stupid text message, and I just have to say, okay, here we go. Lorne's acting like a child again. Countdown to when he apologizes and tells me that I'm so special.
Well, really, you are.
Yeah, I know I am. I know.
You haven't ran away when I've had some of my problems. You actually stuck around and helped me, and that was...
Right. And so I have been
really
trying to help you as a friend, which is exactly what a friend would do. But you can't do that. And that's the reason why I don't tell you a bunch of shit. Because if I do, it's somehow going to get thrown into my face and used against me and all of that. I'm not interested. It's really disappointing that we have to have these conversations as often as we do. Telling someone that you're not interested in dating them, you want to be their friend, you want to speak to them, you want to help them through whatever it is that they need to go through, because right now it's a lot of stuff. And I think I can help you do that, but you don't let me, because right above that is you wanting to have a romantic relationship, and it's just not there.
It never should have been like it was.
Okay, whatever that is, whatever you have in your head, it's not like how it was. We're going to draw the line in the sand again, which is what I thought we did, and we're going to forget it. And we're going to move on.
We're not going to forget it.
Why? So you can torture yourself? Why? So we can continue to have the same conversation that is so fucking boring. I mean, if anyone else had to listen to this, they would just be rolling their eyes. That's how pathetic it is.
Because before you was in the hospital, I loved it. Okay, when you was in the hospital, I loved it. Because it was like I was actually getting to see you that I didn't see before then when I was with Winnie and you were in California. Instead, when you were in California, it seemed like you were trying to purposely act like a bitch to me. And I was like, what the fuck? I don't even know her. She acted like a complete bitch to me.
Then, look at the relationship you and Winnie had. If you guys actually were together in the same room, Domestic violence all day.
No, because I don't hit women.
It doesn't mean that you're just going to punch someone. That's not necessarily just domestic violence. It could be that you're not allowing her to leave. You lock the door and block her way. Could be you're holding on to her so she can't move. There's a ton of stuff that goes along with domestic violence.
Yeah.
Any
but
kind of
if
way of intimidation, scaring her, screaming at the top of your lungs when you're fucking wasted.
If I stood in front of the door and blocked her way out, I'd be afraid of her going out and doing something fucked up, getting hurt or hurting someone else.
When I've heard you guys on the phone and you're screaming, and I've heard you screaming at your brother, throwing shit around, hitting him.
Hitting him. He hit me too. He was actually the one who started the fucking.
It doesn't matter. Right, exactly. So you're going to justify it all day long. Exactly.
But that doesn't mean that you call the
there,
cops on us. That's brotherly love. We've done that all our life.
Oh, yeah, totally. And that's what you would say with Winnie. Oh, no, I love her. We scrap like that all the time.
Well, when he was doing drugs, she had me stressed right out.
The point is, Lorne, you guys had a horrible relationship. It was extremely abusive and unproductive.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so as her sister, I'm going to stand in the way of that. I'm going to tell you what the problem is. And if you're the problem, I'm going to tell you about it. I'm going to tell you to go fuck off. I'm going to tell you that you need to work on yourself and you need to allow Winnie to get better. But you didn't want to do that. I love her.
So instead, you took and pretended like you liked me to get me away from Winnie.
That wasn't the point. No. It was just flirting. Where are you now?
I just pulled in my house. I got these 2x6s that I
stole.
Got down in the hall in the car. So, but the point. Oh shit. The point was that there was more than flirting in my head and with what you were doing. If you knew what you were doing, then you wouldn't have done the stuff that you did.
In your head, you thought that it was more than flirting, and it wasn't.
And you keep telling yourself that, but no, I don't.
I'm telling you that.
You can tell me that all you want. Doesn't mean I'm gonna believe it.
Exactly. This is what I'm saying.
I'm not gonna believe it because of the way you were.
I'm telling you the way that it was.
Hi, babies. Hi, babies. Watch out, honey. Oh, my goodness. This is a big yawn. Who wants a biscuit? Little girl, you want a biscuit? There you go, big handsome doofy baby. And go, silly pretty little girl. There, rubber belly. There, go. She does it all the time. I go in and give her a biscuit when I get home. And then instead of taking the biscuit, she won't take the biscuit until I rub her belly. It's funny. It's cute. Sorry. I think my dogs are cute.
Yeah, that's something to apologize for. Instead of apologizing for being a fucking asshole, apologize for thinking that your dogs are cute. That makes a lot of sense.
Well, you think I'm so bad to my dogs. I'm not supposed to think my dogs are cute.
Did you take Sadie to the vet to have her nails clipped?
I did.
When was that?
That was, I don't know, it's been 3 or 4 months now.
Oh, no, you were supposed to take her more recently than that.
Yeah, well, I haven't gotten around to doing it more recently right now.
Her nails are very long, Lorne. I saw them in that picture when you drew the hearts for Casey. Remember that?
Yeah, I think I took her after that. When you said something then, I think because I had Roy take her. Oh, Roy and Mom.
All right. I certainly hope so, because she can't have nails like that. That's going to hurt her feet.
I know, I got to get one of them things for dogs that I can do it myself.
Nope. Well,
they've got one out now that's supposed to be gentle on the dogs.
You're not doing it to your dogs yourself.
Why?
You don't know how. You don't know how you're going to end up hurting her.
No, because I know you don't cut down to the roots.
Take her, but you're not going to be able to see them exactly. So you
That's
need
why
to take them
the
to a
new
groomer. It's not that expensive.
there's a new machine that they have out that takes it down just so far, so you don't get to the roots.
No, I really think that you need to take her and have it done.
No, I'd like to do it. I'd rather not. I'd rather not do it myself.
Right. Don't do it yourself. Don't spend money on some stupid machine that you think is going to work. Do you think she's going to let you take her foot and put it into a machine? Something that's going to grind her nails?
Yeah, probably not.
Right.
They make it look good on the commercial.
Of course they do. She needs to have her nails clipped more regularly than that, especially with how long they are.
You're so pretty.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Wow. Why are you saying, oh, Jesus? I just told her she's so pretty.
I'm trying to change the subject.
No, I went in there to her.
I mean, I've seen your feet. You don't take care of those things. Those things are disgusting.
To say what?
God.
My feet are looking better than what they were.
I wouldn't eat
Taking a
peach
bit, but
cobbler off of those things. Holy shit.
I wouldn't want anybody. I wouldn't want anybody to. How would anybody want to?
Really disgusting.
What? Why are you saying that something about me is disgusting?
Are we friends now?
I don't know. Are you actually gonna think about giving it a chance down the road?
No.
Why? Because you want to be stubborn?
No, because I'm telling you I don't want to. I don't want you to just be friends because you think that something is going to happen down the road.
No, because I would actually like to be friends.
Good. I do too.
But I want you to keep your mind
like
open.
Jesus came down and blessed our friendship.
I want you to keep your mind open. I don't want you closing me out to dating. That'd be a dumb thing to do because I think we could have something really good.
Okay, well, I don't know that, so I'm just going to be your friend, and I'm not going to think about the future. And I think that would be a good idea for you, too.
Why have you been so persistent tonight on wanting to be my friend?
Because I'm trying to make things clear with you, and I'm trying to see if that's even possible.
Why do you think I'm so stupid?
Well, you've proven that you're stupid.
No.
Yeah, you have. Many times. There's actually documentation of how stupid you are.
Some things I've done have been stupid. Yeah, maybe they have. I'm not the only one in the world that has done stupid things.
No, but again, you're going back to I'm going to talk about other people and see how we're all the same. Because other people have done bad things too. So somehow that takes a little bit off of me.
I don't like being attacked. I've been attacked a lot.
Okay. And I'm not attacking you.
I don't like being attacked all the time.
Yeah. And I'm not attacking you.
So I'm just trying to make you understand why I do that. People like to attack other people, but they don't look in. Well, you said it in a text to me one day.
What?
When fucking Amy said something about you.
Mm-hmm.
We was talking. I told you about what Amy said, and you said, why does everybody talk about me? Why can't they talk about themselves? Well, that's what I said. Oh, gee, I wonder how that feels.
Well, that's not the same thing.
I've never been there before.
I'm saying don't talk about me because that's what all of you people do. You just talk about me and what I'm doing.
What do people do with me?
I don't know. What do they do with you?
And it's not just our small group of friends. There's like thousands of people. Upon thousands of people.
Yeah,
that
I know.
Talk about me.
Right.
There's nothing I can do about it.
No, there isn't.
I've learned to deal with it. It fucking pissed me off and bugged the living fuck out of me when it first happened.
Mm-hmm.
Finally, I realized there's nothing I can do about it. They're going to do whatever they want anyway.
Right.
They're going to keep pointing the finger at me, but then they don't turn around and look in the mirror.
There's a little bit of a difference there. I mean, they're pointing at you for something that's pretty fucking serious. And
yeah. And I'm betting probably 50% of them people that are pointing at me have their own skeletons in their own closets.
Everybody has skeletons in their closet. Everybody does.
Yeah. And I'm saying probably of the same thing that they're pointing at me about.
No, why? Why would you assume that? Because you want to think that there's more people like you.
No, because most
Yeah.
people that attack people for a certain thing have done that certain thing themselves. So they attack somebody else that has done it. So it makes
Not
them feel better and
necessarily.
look better to the
Is that
public.
a therapy thing to say? Is that what Allie told you?
I've been told that by therapists.
Well, what about Emma? Has she ever told you that?
No, Emma's never told me that.
Okay.
But not every therapist is gonna say that.
Right.
But I've been told that by a couple of therapists.
Yeah, the ones who are trying to make you feel better about yourself and trying to get you to stop crying.
No, okay, now you're trying to say that there's no therapist that is gonna say that when you don't know. You can't say things that you don't know.
I'm saying that you are taking something like that and you're trying to make yourself feel better about those who are talking about you.
No, because it's already been proven.
Where is
You
it
look at
proven?
the first chat log that we had,
Yeah.
the part one, where that fucking
Okay.
guy turned himself in.
Okay.
He'd been pointing his finger, and he'd
So
been doing
what?
the same fucking thing that he was laughing about from someone else.
Okay. So
Okay?
that's one
So I know
person.
there's
How does
more.
that become 50% of the people?
That's one person that had the balls enough to get out and say that he actually did it.
Honestly, Lorne, I can probably tell you that most of the people who have made comments on your videos, who have called you names, who've regurgitated your chat log back to you, are doing it because they hate you. They hate what you did.
I hate
It's
what I
not
did.
because, right, but I'm telling you that that's the reason why they do it. They're fascinated about all of the guys that they've seen on the show. And they think, holy shit, these are the types of people that are around me, people that are around my own kids in my own family. You would never know it by looking at them. But here they are walking into the house. And it's crazy. Your chat log, Lorne, we've read it, is crazy.
Yeah, I know. It's fucked
Yeah.
up.
Right. And it's fucked up. And I get that there was a lot of fucked up stuff, for the perverted reasons, all the gross stuff. But even just the possessiveness, like talking to a 13-year-old about having this fantasy of a life together was fucked up.
Yeah, I know.
Really
That was
weird.
royally fucked up.
Right. There's a lot of people who are going to look at that and they're going to say, wow, he has a YouTube channel. He has videos. I'm going to go say something to him. People who have had real impact of being a victim or knowing a victim and knowing all of the stuff that has happened to those people's lives because of people like you, they're going to take that anger and they're going to push it toward anyone who's available. And you happen to be available.
It's fucked up how that whole thing has grown. I tried getting away from the fucking thing.
Right, but you keep putting yourself out there. And it's concerning that you're so concerned about getting your computer back so that you can go onto social media. And what's going to end up happening is you're going to have someone make some kind of a comment to you that is either flirtatious or maybe can seem like they're a nice person. And all of a sudden, here comes Lorne. Like, this is the one, I'm going to get her to. And you have yourself another catfish.
The big reason why I wanted my computer back was so I could keep an eye on what people are doing.
We'll keep an eye on it, but what are you going to do then?
Well, like selling things in the store with my face on it without my permission.
Okay, so what did the attorney say about that?
That's something that we can go after, but I have to bring in actual paperwork to them, showing them proof of that, of people doing that.
Right.
So which I don't have a computer, so the only ones that I can rely on are you, Winnie, and Emma. I try to keep my family out of this stuff because I don't want Mom getting stressed out about any of it. So, because she already knows about some of the stuff on there, and I get more concerned about her all the time.
Well, what about your friend that's supposedly helping you? Have them do it.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you something, but you have to keep it to you and not tell anybody else.
Okay.
Promise me?
Yeah.
Okay. There is no other friend that does it. Roy is the one that goes over that sits at the computer, or Mom, and I tell him where to go.
Oh, okay.
What to put in. There is no friend that does it.
Okay.
I'll let you guys keep believing that, because that way well, not necessarily you, but I let Emma and Winnie believe that because of the stuff that they pulled on me in the past.
Okay.
So that it gives me that little thing, so that if they tell me something that seems a little off to me, then they'll know that I do have somebody back here that can check on it.
Okay, so what
Because it's still
exactly is he doing? I don't really understand what he's looking for. I don't get
nothing.
it.
He'll just who's looking for?
Roy.
Roy's not looking for anything. Roy, see, I can stand behind the computer and look at it all I want to.
Mm-hmm.
I can't physically be on the computer.
Right.
I can't physically be on the internet
Okay.
myself. I
Right.
can't be sitting in chair. I can't be sitting in front of it
Yeah.
and operating it. But I can
Right.
stand behind anybody that's sitting in the chair and operating it.
Okay.
So I tell Roy where to go or Mom where to go, and so that I can look at what I want to look at.
Okay.
That's where I get my information. I don't do it that often because why do I want to keep bugging them to do that? I mean, you guys pretty much tell me everything I need to know, and I trust you guys. Well, you I trust more than anybody because you've never been part of what Winnie and Emma did.
Right.
But now I've gotten to trust Winnie and Emma more, and it's just and I don't want to tell Winnie and Emma anything about this.
Okay.
But Emma, I still feel off sometimes about Emma because it's like sometimes she'll say some things that just seem really off.
Okay.
It doesn't really feel right. So it makes it. That's why I don't trust Emma all the way when she says some stuff.
Okay.
Does that make more sense to you now?
Yeah, I guess it's interesting that Roy's looking at it.
Well, Roy's not really looking at it. He's actually on his iPad talking to some girl that I don't know that he thinks is real.
Oh, really?
Many girls that he thinks is real.
That must be so crazy to be talking to a girl you think is real.
Yeah, it's fucking nuts. And it sucks. And I was trying to get away from that. And then there was Winnie posing as Casey. I kept believing that as a possibility, even though some things really seemed off. I was like, well, Emma would tell me the difference. And,
Mm-hmm.
not realizing that Emma really knew that it wasn't Casey, even though she said she never really saw what Casey looked like. I knew she did. And there's no way you can mistake. I mean, they don't look anything alike.
Right.
And I knew Emma knew that.
Okay.
And then when Emma went to this concert, they sent me a picture of all of them together. It was supposed to be Winnie when she was posing as Casey, and they photoshopped Casey's face onto. I don't know if they. Emma said they photoshopped Casey's face onto Winnie's body. I don't know if that was true or not, or if it was actually just Casey there. But what they did is Photoshop Emma being in the picture. See what I'm saying?
All right. Yeah, I guess. Kind of crazy. That's a wild story.
Wow, that seems like a wow. Now, what did you know about that before?
I really didn't know anything. I pretty much did my own thing. Even when I was out in California, I was doing the same kind of stuff. I was working. Winnie's running around doing whatever. I mean, I didn't really pay that much attention to the stuff that she would tell me. A lot of the time, she would tell me
So,
some crazy shit, and I would just say, okay, cool. Don't shit in the tub. That kind of stuff.
when did you start getting on the computer?
I've always been on the computer, having internet access and things like that. I mean, it's a huge part of life. When you go to work, a lot of stuff is on the computer, and, managing things at home, like shopping or Facebook, whatever. It's all on there.
Okay, but I'm talking about Tiffany and Clubber time. When did you start that?
I don't know. I don't really remember exactly. But
You must
Derek's
have
been up
some
to it
idea.
no, I don't.
Derek's been up to it for years.
Yeah, he has.
I remember seeing Derek on it years ago.
Yeah. He's one of those people that is fascinated with the show. Can't fucking believe that there are guys who are so stupid to fall for it and actually show up. So it's one of his hobbies. He makes videos,
He just
and
what?
he talked to other people about it too.
What does that do for him?
I don't know. I guess he gets his jollies.
What does it do for you when you was on it?
Well, I think it's interesting. I'm not really involved in the internet world, like really deep into social media and going crazy with it. I don't post all the time and stuff. I don't have my own channel, but there's a lot of people that do, and Derek's one of them.
I guess I'm just trying to understand what kind of thrill people get off somebody else's mishaps and misfortunes and mistakes.
We've talked about it before. I mean, this wasn't a mishap or a misfortune or a mistake. They're looking at something that was really deliberate, that wasn't intended to be found out, and it was found out. And I'm like,
Yeah,
busted.
I know. And that was a fucked up time in my life. Very fucked up time.
But I mean, it had been going on for a couple of years.
I know. It was a fucked up time in my life. Because before those couple of years, I'd never even thought of doing anything like that.
Well, I mean, that's irrelevant at this point. It really is. I mean, because honestly, before it turned out that, when we would talk about the Kayla situation, it was kind of presented like this was a one-time thing. I was messed up at the time. And then it comes out that there's other stuff with real people that's exactly the same as what we saw with Kayla. And that happened years before. So, there was a huge, huge problem happening. And it's my own personal feeling that it happened more than the couple of people that you talked about.
Listen.
Lorne, stuff was happening.
You
know that it was.
I want you to listen to me.
Okay.
There was no more than what I've told you.
Okay.
There's nothing else I can say to get you to believe that. But I'm telling you all straight, there was no more than what I've told you. So what you know is everything.
Okay.
So I've got to press telling you because it's like the drinking thing. Emma tried pressing me that I was drinking last night. Yeah, I was drinking. I was drinking coffee.
Well, Lorne,
I got mad about it because she was trying to tell me that I was drinking when I weren't drinking.
Well, you have to understand.
And you did the same thing today, and I was like, what?
You have to understand, Lorne, you have to understand where that comes from. That comes from every other time that you've lied about it. And that's exactly what you say. Coffee, I'm drinking coffee. As if you're so offended that anyone would ask if you were drinking. And then all of a sudden, it comes out that you were. And everyone has to say, okay, well, of course he was drinking. We knew it.
Yeah, but I also told you that I'm not going to lie to you anymore.
Good. I'm glad that you're not going to lie. The thing with that, and for having trust and believing what you're saying, is there has to be a pattern there. And it has to go on for a certain amount of time.
I know. It used to be the reverse with me.
I don't care. Used to be.
Well, I care it used to be because that's what I want to be again.
Okay, but you're going backwards like 30 years, Lorne, and saying, well, I used to not do that. I used to be a good person. I mean, come on.
Well, I do that because I go in my own head and I try to figure out where the hell I started doing it at and why I started doing it. And it all comes back to the same place. When I came home from Washington State and I started being around Tony and Paul and all the partying crap.
Okay. So when was that? That was what, 2002?
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're almost 20 years from that.
I know.
I mean, that's what I mean. If you are in the mindset where you're saying, I want to figure this out. I want to figure out where I started going wrong and how it happened, that's fine. But when that stops you and you stall yourself and you say, well, I need to figure out where I went wrong, and that's kind of your backfall because ultimately you can't figure it out. So in another 20 years, you're going to be asking yourself the same questions, getting the same responses. You haven't budged. You're the same asshole. There's just going to be a different group of people that you're being an asshole to.
sucks being an asshole too. I hated it.
Okay, well, stop being one.
Well, I'm not trying to be one.
But you were one today, is what the point is.
Yeah, because my feelings are involved, and
Okay, but don't say I don't want to
I've
be
been
an asshole, and then but my feelings were involved, so it's okay to be one.
well. I've been played with so much that it's taken a toll on me, and I get really defensive. And
Well, get defensive. Do whatever, Lauren, because the fact of the matter is that at some point people are going to go away. Emma's going to get tired of your shit and she's going to walk. Dan's going to get tired of it and he's going to skip away. I'm going to get tired of it and I'm going to walk too. And so is Winnie.
yeah, but all the bad shit came from my drinking.
That definitely didn't help anything.
No, that hurt things.
But you weren't drinking today, right? And you were still an asshole to me, holding me to be a girlfriend when I'm not, acting as if I'm cheating on you when I'm not.
I was acting hurt. I'm not going to say I'm not. I'm not going to say I'm still not hurt. I am hurt.
Go ahead and be hurt, but don't be an asshole to me. All you're doing is you're giving yourself justifications to be that way. Just like when you made justifications that your family didn't make you mac and cheese, you didn't get that kind of stuff when you poured your money into helping them out.
Well, thankfully those days are over.
Okay, good. Well, keep having other days like that. Don't be a fucking prick. Be an adult. Actually be one. And don't say, I'm her, and go on your fucking dates, going out with cocksuckers. Fuck you, Lorne. Seriously, fuck you. Fuck you.
I was her because you fucking told me 2 nights in a row that you're going to call me.
Big deal. Big fucking deal. Go and do something else.
Because it was a big deal to me because I think highly of you, and when you tell me something that it's usually in stone. I take it as in stone,
but I didn't have a chance to call you, so you know what? Get over it.
You don't do everything perfectly. Don't think that you do. I know you think that you do everything perfectly, and you don't.
Who the fuck cares? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about you.
What are you talking about?
Well, you always think that you do everything perfectly, and you don't.
What are you talking about? Don't just repeat yourself. Tell me what you're talking about.
Like last night. Waiting till
10:30.
Tell me.
Oh, okay.
Waiting till 10:30.
Well, you know what? What time would have been good to tell you? What time? Huh? Maybe at 9 o'clock, maybe 7. Would that have been better? Would you have been, I don't know, maybe normal at that time? Would you say, okay, cool, we'll have a good time?
I wouldn't have told you had a good time.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have told
I know,
you to have
because
a good
you're
time.
a prick.
I know. It'll bite me.
No, like I said, I don't want to be infected with something disgusting.
Don't go there. You don't want me to get multi and say shit. Don't go there.
Well, I don't. So don't say shit like bite me.
You wouldn't get infected with me anyway. You wouldn't get infected with me anyway.
No, I'm going to throw up.
Excuse me.
Anyway.
I'm going to throw up, you said? Really? Yeah, get real.
Really?
Get real.
I am real. You're the one that needs to get real.
I'm real. I'm standing right here. Come on up and see me. You be able to tell I'm real.
When are you going to talk to Maria?
I don't know. She hasn't called me back yet. I called her the day before yesterday. She hasn't called me back yet. So I don't know if she's just avoiding me or what. But maybe this had to happen so I could get things more straightened out in my head.
Maybe what had to happen?
Maybe me getting suspended from class had to happen so I get things more straightened out in my head. Well, they don't want to put me in jail because they know I have a lot to lose and that I do good with working and putting into the society.
Right?
Huh? What do you mean that's about it?
Well, you go to work and
yeah. I go to work and I've been donating water to the homeless shelter. I go over and help Mom. I help Aunt Sharon.
Yeah, but the
with the
the
dogs
other
and with
stuff
me.
that they told you to do, you don't do.
I'm going to AA. What other stuff?
The
I mean, with
drinking.
the drinking is the only thing.
So when
The
you,
drinking, and they don't want me to have anything to do with anybody that I've met from the internet, like Emma, you, Winnie, Dan. And I'm telling
okay,
them no, they're not going to pick who I can have for friends. They're so concerned about me having you and Emma and Dan. Well, they're not so concerned about you. When I told Bryce, I told him how much you would help me, and I told him that you're the only one that I've opened up to, like I've opened up ever. But Emma was a big one at first because um, when Mitchell was my probation officer before, Mitchell would go on the internet and he'd find things out that Emma was doing.
okay, is he going to be
Then he'd
your officer
bring it
now?
back and show me. Well, that's what the guy from the polygrapher told me, and he told me that Maria told him. So I don't know. Maybe that's why Maria hasn't contacted me. Yeah.
When were you supposed to see her again?
Hold on, I gotta put this on mute. I gotta blow my nose.
All
Allergies
right.
kicking in.
Okay, great.
Okay. I
Did
think
you
I'm
use the
better.
tissue or did you just blow snot rockets all over the room?
Oh, I just lifted up my t-shirt and blew my nose all over my
I
t-shirt.
believe
That's
that.
good enough.
Okay,
Because I used
so
a tissue.
so Mitchell may not be back.
I think he is because the polygrapher told me that Maria told him. So if Maria
Okay.
told him, Maria's gonna be the first one to know. Well, Bryce would be the first one to know. Then he'd tell Maria, and I guess Maria must have told the polygrapher, and the polygrapher told me.
Okay, so
So
when
maybe
would
that's
you
why.
normally be meeting with her?
But there is no normal. It's
Okay.
whenever she tells me to come down, or that's usually about it, or whenever she shows up here. Then she always calls me before she shows up here to make sure I'm home. She knows I work a
Okay.
lot of hours.
Well, I'm just curious what they could be doing because it seems like any of this stuff would have to be in writing.
Well, that's what I would think too, but I haven't signed anything. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they're not going to suspend me from class for long. I don't know. Like, I don't know anything until they tell me.
Did they give you a paper when you were taken out of that first class?
Nope. Well, they gave me. Well, it's like every 3 months, I think it is. I have to sign a paper with Dwayne for being in this class. I can't remember signing any paper when I get out of the first class.
Okay, so every 3 months you have to sign a paper. What does the paper say?
I don't know. I can't remember now. I read it once. I read it the first time, then I haven't read it since then because I knew I was signing the same thing. I think it's just something that saying that I have to take this class
Okay.
because of probation.
Do you think that you being removed from that first class had anything to do with them thinking that it wasn't effective? Maybe they felt you had to go somewhere else to get your treatment?
No, Maria told me I was straight. They got a different provider. I'm like, it pissed me off at first quite badly because I don't work with guys as well as I do with females. Jean knew that too, and
Okay.
she asked me if I was going to be all right. Told her, what choice do I have?
Well, it has to be something more than that for a reason. They got a new provider to assign you to, but that doesn't mean that all of probation changed providers because everyone who was in the class with you would have had to move too.
Well, I don't know. He was in the class in Waterville. Didn't go to the same class that I'm in.
Mm-hmm.
I think because he only, well, no, he was in the same class, but he got moved to the one in Bangor. But he got moved a long time before I did.
Okay.
So I don't know. I mean, I don't talk a lot. I don't talk a lot, well, especially in this class, because the guy doesn't give you a chance to talk.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty sad, really, compared to the other class, to the one that I was in with Gene. But I don't talk a lot. I stay quiet, and I listen to what other people say, and I don't say much about what I'm going through, because what I'm going through is just normal everyday stuff, and I don't have thoughts like they have, like the other people have.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's really not much for me to say. So I know they have a problem with me not opening up, but there's nothing for me to open up about in my life that I have now. It's stuff that I've opened up to you about that I think they want me to open up about, and now they're gonna know everything about my past, but they don't know anything about now because there's nothing now. Now it's just everyday stuff that the normal person thinks and does.
Well, I think that you can talk about the stuff that is in your past and the reason why you're there.
Oh yeah, but that I have to do that in my assignments.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to write it all down and read it all. But it's like it's not like I was better off in Gene's class.
Okay, but you're not in Gene's class.
I
There's
know.
a reason why you were moved. And you were
In
there
Gene's
for
class,
4.5 years. But the thing is, like, and I'm just going by the assignment that you showed me, where you didn't answer the question at all. It had nothing to do with you being an offender and what you needed in order to not offend again. That was the question. You talked about the internet and how there's some people on there that might be one thing, but then they're really wanting you for money or whatever. It turned into this really weird rant.
Yeah, but okay, let me try to make this clear on what my answer was, because I know what it was that made my head go scatterbrain, and it was what I allowed everybody to do. So what I actually need to not offend again is to not allow people to do that same stuff to me again. To not allow people to use me, and to not put myself in that same position I was in. Does that make sense?
Well, this is why you're in the class, Lorne. Because no, that doesn't make sense.
I know you're looking for a completely different answer from me for that has to do with kids, and that has to do with sexual thoughts.
It's not about me looking for an answer. I don't care what the answer is. But the point is, you're looking at it from the perspective of what happened in Nashville. But that is not when you became a sex offender. That's when you became known.
It goes all the way before that, to when I realized what people were doing, but I didn't do anything about it. And I just turned to somewhere where somebody wasn't going to use me. Then when I was down in Nashville, I was all fucked up. Why was it different? I don't know.
Well, because you're saying, well, I was all fucked up then. So what about before, when it was happening?
Well, I try to figure out why I went younger than I did.
Well, I
try to figure out why I did that.
I think that
I had a hard time figuring that out.
It was because she just happened to be that age. I think that if Kayla was 14 or 15, it would have been the same conversation. It wouldn't have mattered.
You're probably right. It wouldn't have mattered. Sucks so much to have to fucking think about this shit and figure it all out, because it just blows my mind that I ever put myself in this position. That's why reading that chat log is so fucking hard for me to read that.
Because why?
Fucking thing.
Why do you hate it?
Because it hurts me to know that I'm the one that said that stuff.
It may have been a little bit different when you were talking to, but it was the same thing.
Yeah, I know.
That's the thing that you have to think about, and you have to process, and you have to put that kind of stuff in your answer. Can't dodge it, because ultimately what you're saying is to keep from molesting children. It's going to depend on other people to not use you.
I know, and that's not what I wanted. That's not the way I wanted to say. Just because it's not. I know it's not. I can't say it's those other people's faults. I mean, it's their fault for wanting to use someone else. but it's not their fault that I allowed it. It's my fault
Right.
that I allowed it.
Yes. It's not their fault that you then turn that around and put your focus onto these young girls.
No, it's all my fault that I did that.
Right.
It's been hard to come to terms with it.
Yeah. But I feel like you haven't even come to terms.
Oh, I've come to terms with it.
I think
I've
that
definitely come to terms with it that I have. Reading that fucking chat log, it's hard for me to think that I'm the one that fucking said that shit. But I mean, it's all right there, and that's why it's so hard for me to read them. Oh, fuck. It's hard for me to read them things. I'm saying penis and vagina and all that fucking crap.
Yeah, it's disgusting. But even beyond that, like I mentioned before, it's not just that, because that is enough. You're right. But it's all the other stuff too about wanting this little girl to be a woman for you.
I know. No.
And that's the thing that was happening with too. You wanted
Yeah, it was.
her to be a woman for you. And there's a lot there, I feel like, that we haven't talked about. I really do, because especially the story of you going there, I think that there's a lot of missing pieces.
Well, there was a lot of feelings between me and
There was feelings with
that
you.
because, yeah, well, I know there was feelings with too.
Well, she was a
I mean,
child, Lorne.
I know, but children have feelings. They do fall in love with people.
No, they don't.
You never fell in love with anyone when you were in high school.
She is not someone, first of all, no. And then the other thing is that she was a freshman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, my brother and sister-in-law were freshmen actually sophomores when they started dating.
Okay, good
school.
for them. But their
And they're still together
relationship
today.
changed when they became adults.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I understand that. I understand that. It's just I'm not going to say that somebody that age doesn't fall in love with someone, because they do it because it's feelings that get involved. Even though I know that their brain is different. It's
their
different.
brain is different. It is not developed yet. They don't understand. That is why there is a law.
That's what I was trying to say.
Called statutory rape, because a child does not have that understanding. They are not able to make those decisions, even if they say yes. That yes means nothing.
I know. What you said, that's what I was trying to say.
Do you think that if you asked her today what she thinks of you, she's going to say, "Oh, Lorne, I loved him"?
I don't know what she'd say today. Everybody's different. I know when I was that age, I lust over women, or over girls my age.
Right, girls your age. You didn't have someone in their 30s going after you.
Well, even a year older than me was stretching it.
So you're talking about kids that are around your age.
This is part of what I'm saying is things that I have to figure out. So why the hell did I wind up thinking that it was all right when I knew it wasn't? Because even when I was 16, I didn't want to date the 15-year-old.
Okay.
What I had always pictured was my brother and his wife getting married at 18, and I always pictured that. Then I turned 18, and it's like, well, hell, I don't want to get married. I'm not ready to get married yet. I'm 18 years old. So why the hell would I want to get married now?
Right. Okay.
When I turned 19, I went out with a 29-year-old.
So what is the point here?
I never thought I'd do that. The point is, throughout the span of years, my thinking changed a lot from when I was younger to as I got older. So why I would think that it would actually, I'm trying to fucking tell you exactly what you just said. It's impossible for a 16-year-old to fall in love. I'm just going through the motions of what my thinking was, so I can make myself realize that that's true. It's impossible for a 15 or 16-year-old to fall in love. Do you understand what I'm doing now?
I don't know. I mean, we talked about a lot of this stuff before.
I was using myself as an example and talking about my teenage years and going into adult years.
Okay.
And I was using that as an example of how I felt, because I was going back and thinking of how I felt back then. And then as my thinking got changed as I got older, I was justifying what you said. It's impossible for a 16-year-old to fall in love.
Right. Or when they're 13, 14, 15. Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just I had to go through thinking of my own years before I realized what you said was true.
Okay. All right. So you know now that there were no feelings on her side. They weren't the same as yours.
No, they weren't the same as mine at all.
Right.
That never should have happened.
Right. It never should have happened.
So now what's on your mind?
I'm just thinking about a lot of stuff. I have a ton of questions because, like I said, I feel like when you went and traveled to go and see her, I feel like there's more there that you're not wanting to necessarily admit to because it's going to be difficult.
To admit to, or
yeah,
or to talk about?
Well, talk about admitting. I mean, because essentially...
Admitting what?
Well, I mean, when you say things like, I was going there to see her, even though you're both seeing each other on camera anyway, so you weren't going to get anything extra out of it in talking or anything like that. And then there was no plan of going somewhere else when the first location didn't work. I feel like you were really nervous and you were probably thinking, if something were to go wrong here, if she tells me, oh yeah, actually, let's go to this McDonald's, and then To Catch a Predator happens there. Do you know what I mean?
You want to know exactly what I was thinking from the time I left the house to going there, is what you're saying.
Yeah. I mean, I want to know what the plan was to really understand it and to really be able to put it together so that something makes sense.
Okay. That night, I wasn't going to go, but I sat down at the computer and I started talking to her. And all I had what I had in my head was that I promised her that I was going to go. So I hadn't brought a bracelet yet or condoms or anything.
I was talking about when you were in Maine.
Oh, when I was in Maine.
Yeah.
But to go down to Nashville, I didn't meet her until I got down to Nashville.
No.
What are you talking about?
When you went with Tony on your little trip.
Oh, when I went with Tony on my little trip. Well, I already told you that, and there's no more to the story than that. We wasn't gonna talk to each other or anything like that. We were just gonna go to the same fair or whatever it was that was going on, just so we could see each other. Not actually talk, but just see each other. And that was it.
But that doesn't make sense.
So at the time, it made sense to us because we just wanted to see each other in person versus over cam.
But why?
Just to know that the other one was actually real, even though.
Why wouldn't she be real if she's in a camera in front of you? And why wouldn't you be real if you're in front of a camera with her?
I guess just after seeing each other over cam so long, we wanted to see each other in person.
But if you can't talk to each other, what is the point?
I don't know. We had it at the time, but I don't remember what it was.
No, you say we. I want to know what your point was. Because I can't
My point
was
just
her.
to be able to see her in person.
But why? You want to see her body better? You wanted to what?
Just to see her in person. Yeah, I guess to see her body better, to see her face better, to see her be moving around better. I guess that must have been the reason.
So were you just gonna lock eyes or something?
Yeah.
And stare at each other? That's fucking weird.
Well, that's what we had in mind at the time.
No, not we. You.
What I'm saying is when her and I talked, That's all that we were going to do. We was not going to talk to each other. We was not going to go up to each other and say anything. We were just going to see each other.
Did you spell out the rules to her to make sure she understood? Because it was really important that no one knew because you could get in trouble.
That was actually what her and I both agreed on. Part of it was her saying it. It wasn't just me. I weren't the only one that was saying it. Because she didn't want her friends seeing me. She didn't want to have to answer questions to her friends.
Okay.
Okay.
I guess.
Next question.
So why didn't you go somewhere else and do the same thing?
Because I had a job to do.
But you were there already.
Yeah, but I couldn't wait another day to do that.
You didn't have to go to that place. Why didn't you go somewhere else?
I don't know. I never gave it any thought at the time.
But what do you think right now about that?
If it was back then and I would have thought about it back then, then maybe yeah, might have mentioned going to another place to meet or to see each other. But I didn't think about it back then. But right now, what do I think about it? I wouldn't do it now.
You wouldn't do what now?
I wouldn't meet anybody underage.
Well, I should hope not, and I should hope you wouldn't be talking to them either.
No, well, I try to steer myself away from them, so I don't even go near them.
That's good.
Well, it sucks in a way because I'd like to be able to do things for, like St. Jude's and kids with cancer and stuff like that.
Well, what were you planning on doing to them? I mean, send them your money. If that. Well, what is it that it sucks? I don't understand. Why can't you send them money?
Well, I can send them money. It's just,
okay.
I like being able to do things for kids. Well, like when I was in the Air Force, I was coach of a mini-mite basketball team.
Okay.
Which was just what was it like? I can't remember what the age range was, but the oldest one I think was like 8 years old.
Okay. So
why
can't you donate money and stuff?
I can donate money.
Okay, great. So then do that. What else were you planning on doing? You want to be a coach?
Well, I don't now because you got to steer them to stay away from it now.
Right, but I'm asking you, what are you wanting to do that you're missing out on?
Just being able to do stuff for youth to help them out.
Okay, but like what?
It's like foster kid. Stop getting frustrated.
Fucking spit it out. You know what I mean?
Well, how do you want me to spit out what I don't know exactly what's in my head yet?
Answer the fucking question.
Well, relax.
God, I don't need to hear fucking 30 years ago I had coached a basketball team.
Holy Christ.
Donate your money if that's what you want to do.
It's like I look at these kids that are in foster care and the hard time that they have dealing with life because they don't have somebody there to do things with. There's stuff like that I would like to have done.
Fortunately,
can't do
you're
that
not going
now.
to be able to do that. No.
But see, it's even, I don't know. Can't do that now anyway, so no sense in even thinking about that.
Right.
But it's like children's book, like me writing the children's book.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to donate that. Donate those funds going to St. Jude's and other children's places.
Well, you can't now because you gave it to me. It's mine.
I know. Don't worry. I wasn't thinking about taking that back. I can always write another book. So you must have liked the book because you still want to keep that.
Well, I'm just saying that you gave it to me, and so when you talk about you wanted to publish it and donate the money, you can't.
I know. Don't worry. I wasn't thinking about going back on that. That meant a lot to me that you accepted it.
Don't turn it into like this love thing. Oh, she really has feelings for me. She's just trying to deny it.
Up.
That's what you do. And then the next time that we have to go through this cycle again, when you go crazy, you're going to say, yeah, but you kept the book. Obviously, you have feelings for me.
I'm not going to say that.
Well, good.
I'm not going to say that. It was for your birthday.
It's an
Took me a
awesome
lot
birthday
to
present.
get you to take the damn thing. I was mad because you were arguing with me about taking it.
I've always wanted a children's book for my birthday.
Well, now you got one.
Cool. So I can go and do all the work to get it published and
Hey,
everything else.
don't ask for everything. I wrote it and the pictures are drawn.
Right.
So what, you want me to go publish it for you and everything too?
Can I go now?
You can if you want to.
Okay, bye.